Hello beautiful people, welcome back to a bonus leagues episode. In the last video, as you guys probably know, we finally reached Dragon tier and we obtained every single best in slot possible drop in my regions. At least the best in slot drops that I was interested in. So, you may be wondering what's the point of another episode? What are the goals of the future episodes? And the truth is, I want to complete as many if not all the tasks available in my regions. And there are some very lengthy tasks I still have to tackle. Alongside that, I technically need to reach 50 million XP in every single skill, which is basically equivalent of maxing 3 times over. I am going to take it very chill from this point onward. I'm not gonna rush anything. I am just going to focus on tasks and focus on things that I will personally find fun. So, with that being said, let's jump into the very first bonus episode of these leagues. I've done a ton of Rune Dragons, therefore I now have a ton of Rune Bars, meaning I can finish all my smithing related activities over here in the Giant's Foundry. So by handing in the sword we get a lot of XP, but most importantly taking a look at the shop, if I buy the entirety of the smith set, that's gonna be points, and I've already bought the Colossal Blade, so that's what I'm going for first. And then there's also a task to hand in 50 things, but I'll worry about that later. For now, let's get a full Smith's outfit. But before we continue, you can support the channel by listening to today's sponsor, Castle Duels. Castle Duels is a unique PvP card strategy game with tower defense mechanics. A very important part about the game is the deck building. You basically create your strongest roster that you then use in real-time PvP battles where there are over 30 unique units to summon. In those battles, you can then merge those units in order to make them even stronger and hopefully strong enough to beat your opponent. Right now is the best time to start playing Castle Duels, due to the Winter Wonderland holiday event that is starting on December 19th, where players can collect decorative cards, earn unique rewards like the Frost Knight, and try their luck with the Festive Roulette for legendary prizes. You can get the game for free by scanning the QR code that is on screen right now, or you can also check the link in the description and the pinned comment. My personal favorite feature about Castle Duels is the deck building. Basically, as you're playing the game, you'll be receiving the cards. With those cards, you can make your deck stronger, and once your deck is stronger, you can really feel the power difference. To keep the battles even more interesting, there's also battle boosts, which are basically unique powers that happen during matches, and those can completely shift the tide of the battle. There's also a really cool clan system, tournaments, special events, but also a global leaderboard that you can try to compete in. So, if any of that sounds interesting to you, if you just want to join me and support the channel at the same time, feel free to download the game now for free and give it a shot. You can scan the QR code that is on screen right now, or you can simply click the link in the description, and as a bonus you will receive a special master chest with some gold, a set of cards, and some magic dust, which you can then exchange for a legendary card. A huge shout out to Castle Duels for sponsoring today's video. Smith's tunic, that's my second piece of the outfit. I can now go ahead and wear this as well. And if you look in my inventory right now, you will see a lot of bronze bars, and you may be thinking, why is this guy using bronze bars? Let me demonstrate it to you. In this minigame, we have to complete 50 hand-ins in total. This is not my best smithing training. My best smithing training is Blast Furnace. Therefore, if you took Desert and you want to finish this task, simply grab a sword, pick the worst possible things you can pick, literally the worst, there we go, boom, horrible sword, set the mold, come to the crucible, just yeet in all your bronze bars, which you can buy pretty much for free at the Shanty Pass, pour it, grab your sword, and then completely ignore what the game is telling you to do and just break the sword immediately. So this is by far the fastest way of getting 50 hand-ins. So there you go. Oh, my sword is broken, unlucky, we hand it in, and that actually counts as a hand-in. If you look at here, I've now handed in 15 swords. So, as soon as I have the full smith outfit, this is going to be my method of finishing every possible task here in the Giant's Foundry. Here are smith's trousers. And now we're only missing the boots, 3,500 to go. Alright, a bunch of smithing later, we should do this hand-in for a bunch of XP, but most importantly, by going to the shop, I should now have enough reputation. And after wearing the boots, that should be a bonus point task as well. And there we go, that's 80 points right there. I'm always gonna use Sage's Greaves, so I'm gonna lose on a little bit of smithing XP, but I'm gonna be using those until 50 mil agility anyways. So from here on out, the plan is extremely simple. Just do bronze bars until 50 hand-ins and then never come back here again. My current hand-ins are 24, so I think I get bonus points on 25 and 50. And here is us handing in 25 swords. Let's do 25 more. Alright, and here we are. We broke our last sword. We handed in. And there it is, last 80 points that I can get from Giant's Foundry. With that, Giant's Foundry is fully completed. I have been working on 50 million strength, and I've just been AFKing the crabs and collecting the fossils to go with it. And I pretty much have enough to finish the entire museum, so we're gonna get a little bit of more mining XP. Now I do plan on getting 50 mil mining eventually, but it is always nice when you can just get experience in a skill like this without even training it, so lots of XP lamps still to come. Okay, and I believe by adding this couple of bones here on the very edge, that should be literally the entire museum completed. And I have a lot of bones left, which I guess I could use for the prayer XP or just leave it in here. Yeah, we got loads and loads left. Anyways, XP lamps, let's go. I finished opening all the lamps. We're on 14 million mining XP. We filled up the entire museum, but from now on I don't really need to worry about picking up fossils anymore, I think. So I might go back and finish my 50 mil strength XP now. A very long crab AFK session later, and we're about to be 50 million strength XP, which basically is the ending of the strength training for me for this account. Now, I ended up using full Torva Fang DFS for this. I don't think it's the best. Obviously, having Scythe or something like that could be great. But now I'm 100% sure that if I do TOA more and I get another Mega Rare, it's gonna have to go into the Shadow. Due to the fact that that's also 400 pointer task for me. So I might be full on skipping on the Scythe. Obviously, partially, it depends on my luck as well. But there we go. With the next hit, we should do it. That is 50 million strength XP for 200 points, pushing us all the way to 60,840 total points. I was gaining approximately 4 mil an hour AFK, about 3.8 depending on, you know, how often I looked at the PC. But as there is really nothing else I can really melee in my regions, I feel like AFKing here is perfectly fine. I decided to do a Kurask task real quick. Here is Superior for nothing. We still need an Eternal Gem, and I'm just training my attack on the Kurask task right now. Here goes nothing. Oh, that's horrible. Another imbued heart. There is absolutely no way, by the way. No, I got another one. That's a second imbued heart on the account. Oh, man. We got another Superior with 20 left on the task. Is this my Eternal Gem? Let's take a look. It is not. This is my 6th pair of limbs. So that would be 6 dragon crossbows, and I'm currently 940 kills in without a dragon platebody. The dragon platebody is 1 in 1000. This is currently my main activity when I'm like somewhat actively playing. I'm still utilizing the Onyx Dragon Balls to make it a little bit more AFK though. I could be probably using T-bow, but then I would be needing to eat food here and there. And I kinda don't really feel like doing so. So yeah, it's just a full AFK thing for me. But I'm still trying to note as many bars and bones as I possibly can in order to finish my 50 mil prayer as well. Limbs number 8, we're currently 1250 kill count in. Still no sign of a dragon platebody. We are now 1500 kills in, and we got another dragon limbs. And this is probably where I stop with Rune Dragons for a little bit, because I've been here for a very long time. If you look at my inventory, you will see a ridiculous amount of gold and even very good amount of bones. I honestly don't even know if I need to pick this many up, but I'm just kind of doing it out of habit. But if you look at my money situation, look at this. We have 32 million, but not only that, I have 1400 bars left. Obviously, I've used a couple of these to train smithing. But this is basically all from the Rune Dragons, and yeah, this is pretty much why I decided not to go with Golden God, because I knew that if I go for all the tasks, I will get way more than enough money to finish every task that I want, but also way more than enough prayer. So another unfortunate thing that's happening right now is I'm running out of Onyx Dragon Bolts, and I don't really have any Onyx things unless I started using those. So I'm probably gonna start using Twisted Bow now. That's another D limbs. We're now all the way up to 12 or 11. 12 or 11. We're 1761 kills in. So almost on the drop rate for 2 plate bodies. It is starting to turn into a little bit of a disaster. 1900. And we got another limbs. We are almost at the drop rate for 2 plate bodies. I don't know how long I can handle this. I would like to never see a Rune Dragon again in my life. Dragon limbs number 13. Where is my platebody? I am a little bit tired of the Rune Dragons, so let's finish something that I should have finished a long time ago. If we look at my summary, my Echo boss killed is 64. I need to get this up to 75 for some easy 200 points. Berserker ring from the first Echo kill. And the Sears ring from the next kill. Another Sears ring? I'm just gonna AFK it and finish it the good old-fashioned way, thanks to the last stand. There it is. 75 Echo bosses completed for 200 bonus points. It is nice to see the League Task Complete pop up every now and again. Not gonna lie, I've been on Rune Dragons for a few days now, and yeah, it's a nice thing to have the pop-up come up. We're now on 61,000 points, which is pretty cool. Alright, so I have been AFKing a little bit over here in the crab department. 19 million attack experience has been gained, and looking at the chat right here, obtain 50 million attack XP. Now, it wouldn't be me if I didn't go 800k over, but yeah, that's basically melee completed for this league. 50 million attack, strength, and defense XP, and obviously hit points has been 200 mil for quite a long time. We are now pushing 61,240 points. It is time for me to find another activity. I was going for 25 million prayer, but I just finished one of the hardest tasks in League, obtaining a kebab from the Kerter brothers. This is a very precious kebab, actually. A lot of people will struggle to get this. While I've been doing a lot of Rune Dragons, I also picked up a ton of Dragon Bones, and this might not be the most efficient way for me to get 50 million prayer, due to the fact that I can do Vorkath. It is a nice way to get 25 million prayer. That's 200 points. Now, I'm not gonna go overboard with these. I just kind of wanted to test how the XP per hour is like. If it's even worth it for me to pick Dragon Bones while I'm doing Rune Dragons. Honestly, probably the answer to that is not. But still, 44 mil XP an hour is not too bad at all. I'm only missing 25 mil. Obviously, I don't have enough bones at the moment, but I might keep picking them up. I mean, why not? It doesn't really hurt. We have now done over 2,100 kills of Rune Dragons, and this is my limb number 16 already. Still no sign of the platebody. We are now over 2 times the drop rate. 2,300 KC. Here's limbs number 18. KC is all the way up to 2,400. And here's another pair of dragon limbs. Oh man. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Get me out of here. Oh my god, I don't need to kill a single Rune Dragon ever again in leagues. Here goes the platebody for 200 points, but that's not everything. The reason why this task is so important is because you can also get a 400 point bonus. We're gonna need a this and that. So look at this. So we're wearing the platebody, and now we got 400 bonus points, and now we are on 62,120, which is absolutely huge. And it took me 2,522 Rune Dragons to finally complete it. I am so happy this is done, and I'm excited to move on to bigger and better things. The best part about being so dry at this is that all of a sudden I have 53 million coins in my bank, 2,400 runite bars. I've been so steadily picking those up. I can AFK my fletching if I want and smithing by making dart tips, or I can turn those into plate bodies to make even more money. Regardless, Golden God is not needed. We have money, we're chilling. And also, by the way, 3,500 Dragon Bolts unfinished, 4,000 Runite Bolts unfinished. That's all fletching XP right here. And there it is, dismantling 20 birdhouses. I no longer need to ever do this really, but we'll take it. 30 bonus points and another one of those tasks that I thought I would just do very slowly is also completed. I might be the worst person when it comes to birdhouse runs. I absolutely despise it. I've decided to do quite a little bit of Herbiboar, and we're about to finish Herbiboar for this league. Here it is, 150 kill count. That gives us bonus 200 points. And I've also decided to start fletching just regular broad bolts. Now the thing about this is the XP per hour is not that great, but it is completely zero time, because I can just buy both of those. I don't need to fletch any dart tips, nothing like that. I can just always have this in my inventory. I will see how long I commit to this. I might end up smithing my rune darts into the dart tips for a little bit faster 50 mil fletching, because this will probably take quite a little bit of time. During my AFK sessions, I have decided I'm just making dart tips from all the runite bars that I got from Rune Dragons. I now have 10,000, I can probably make a lot more. And the way I'm gonna fletch this is by running agility laps. I know, not the most exciting exciting thing in the world, but we need to get full Graceful as well. So I can kind of grab my feathers here, grab my Sage's Greaves as well, and start running some laps. And then when I need to AFK, I come right back to Varrock and I start making more dart tips. So the XP for this should be really decent. I don't know if it's gonna be enough for 25 million fletching, but let's take a look. Quite a little bit of agility later, and by picking up these Marks of Grace, I now have over 260. This should be enough to buy full Graceful, which should be bonus points, so let's finish this lap and get that done. Here we are in the birth rope. We're gonna speak to Grace very quickly, and let's be very cautious and buy one hood, one cape, one top, and we're gonna get a lot of collection log pop-ups as well, which is very solid. One legs, gloves, and boots. There we go. We're gonna get all the pop-ups, and obviously after we equip all of that, that's gonna be 200 bonus points, and we are now up to 62,550. Unfortunately, however, Graceful is completely useless for us. I mean, I'm gonna throw it in the bank, and I'm running out of space, but that should be fine. Alright, it is time to fill everybody in on the Vorkath situation. We already have the pet, the heads, the visage, but we are missing the skeletal visage, which is points, and we are missing 300 KC, meaning we are 1/3 of the way there. Satisfy is having a rough time playing the game, apparently. But yeah, this is what I'm gonna do from here on out, and in the process, I will also work towards 50 million prayer. So let's do a long session of Vorkath, and we should get a decent bit of points to go with it as well. And this is us defeating Vorkath 150 times. So we're now halfway through. If we get lucky with a skeletal visage, if not, it is 1 in 1,000, so we might be doing a ton of Vorkath this league. However, I will probably push for 300 just to be temporarily done with the boss. We're now up to 250 kill count, still no sign of the visage. And I am in the mood just to finish the whole 300 to get the final bit of points. That is not the drop we want, a second Dragonbone necklace. We are now 269 KC, so only 31 to go. Hopefully we get Skeletal Visage in that time, but obviously the chances are not in our favor. Alright, this is going to be kill count number 300, so unless I get a Visage here, we will need to return to Vorkath at some point. We did not get a Visage, but what we do get is 200 bonus points. In the process, I also banked almost 400 superior Dragon Bones. That should be good prayer XP alongside the other Dragon Bones that I've also collected. But as I said, I'm probably returning to this place in the very near future. This is what our collection log looks like in the moment. No Skeletal Visage, obviously we do want to get that. No jar, we don't really care about this. We are going to be ending today's episode here. Taking a look at the rank, we're obviously Dragon tier. Taking a look at our total points, we are almost on 63,000. We have finished attack, strength, defense, ranged, magic, hit points, feeding, fishing, cooking, and farming so far. So still a couple of skills to go and push for 50 million in potential future episodes. I am going to take the next couple of days to spend time with my family, and I wish every single one of you a Merry Christmas. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon with another video.